Welcome back, everybody. It's Ryan. It's me.
We're not
Tim's
live. Oh, now
come
we
back. Ah, look
Oh.
at that.
It didn't
We're
pop
live.
up. I was like, what are you talking about?
I think there's a pill you can get for that, Ryan. It's blue.
What?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I said you said it didn't pop up. I said there's a pill you can get for that.
Whoa.
Oh, background change for Tim there.
Tim's a
I'm
big
trying
Georgia
my
fan.
iPad instead.
Georgia fan.
No.
There you go. Now you're in my ears.
Oh, you found headphones that actually work. Look at that.
Actually, I'm just using my iPad.
Oh,
It doesn't let you
that makes
do a. It doesn't let you do a background, like a virtual background.
don't have that process and power. Don't have that process and power on the iPad. You gotta get that M1 chip. Or whatever. I
Apparently.
don't know. I make up shit
Yeah.
all the time.
Work gave me a new MacBook Pro. So I've been toying around
That's
with that.
nice.
I got one of them M chips in there, M3 Pro.
You can do all the fancy stuff now.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I can move this around so there's less Georgia shit.
So far, I've only figured out that I apparently watched 2 episodes of the last season of Loki, and then I guess I started watching something else and forgot Loki existed.
You never finished Loki?
Nope. So I've watched 2 episodes today. Well, I went into Disney to watch that new Acolyte show, and I was like, Loki, that's in my continue watching, and I clicked on it, and I was like, I've only watched 2 episodes of the last season. Uh-oh, I should watch this.
I watched the second Dune and don't really remember watching it. So
Well, watch it again. I watched it really high, so I need to watch it again too.
I watched the first one because I never watched the first one up until just a couple of days ago, and a few days ago, and I remember everything. And like a day or two later, I got to watch the second one, and I woke up and I was like, I know I finished it. I remember things.
Did you guys
but
ever
I-
read the books? Or
The reading-
a book?
Reading is difficult. I tried to watch the
Not that
original
book.
Dune several times, and I could not get past like 30 minutes of that original movie. That was horrible.
Well, it's very wordy. Like even the book is like a lot of detailed narration about like the world. That's why it's not been a very good movie in general. I thought they did a really good job with these though. I was really
You
enjoyed
put Zendaya in something, and I don't care if she's only in a few freeze frames in that first movie. I will watch that movie.
It's a good movie anyway.
Yeah, it's all right. It's fine.
And then when Jason Momoa is just like killing the shit out of everybody, I'm like, oh man, that's awesome.
It's like Aquaman of the desert.
Exactly.
Yeah. Spoiler
Cool.
alert: doesn't do well in the second half.
What doesn't do well?
Jason
What?
Momoa.
Oh
he
yeah,
die?
but I mean he so like if you read the books, like the whole series like it starts centering around his character a little bit because they all people don't stay dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead was really bad with that. Like as soon as like a character like had not been seen, like a background character got like an episode to them, they died that episode.
It always seemed like that. I still haven't made it to the end. Like, I
That's
think
because
in the
it's
last
not
season,
that good.
It was good for a couple seasons.
It was really good. It was really good for several seasons, and then
Yeah.
the Negan storyline started, and that's when Cooper was born, and Kim could not watch serious TV. Like it had to be like comedy, like background type stuff. She couldn't take anything serious to watch. So we stopped watching it.
Bluey. You watched Bluey, right?
Well, Bluey wasn't even out. Well, it wasn't out in America yet. I don't know if it was out in New Zealand yet.
I think I
But,
got 2 Negan and like my second watch through, and I was like, okay, I'm done because it's the same shit over and over. It's not that good.
I think we got through. So Negan like ended one season, and then I think we made it through that entire full season of him, and then I think that's when we stopped watching. But it was good. I like zombie stuff, but you know, it's really hard to keep the zombie stuff going. You know,
The other
strong.
one was decent for a bit, and then it got old too. The one that's on
Oh.
the West Coast.
What was it? The
I don't remember.
Rise of the Walking Dead, or
It was
Dawn of the Walking Dead.
It was more interesting than
It
The Walking
was
Dead.
really slow start, and that's my favorite part of zombie stuff is
like how it happens.
how it happens and like the psychological. I think that's what's cool about zombie stuff is that so much of it is that psychological, a lot of fast forward type stuff. Like, oh, they've been living in this mall for 6 months now. How is everybody reacting? I like that kind of shit. But man, whatever it was called, like I can't remember walk. What was it? What was it called? Whatever.
The other one.
Yeah. It was
It was
not
on
great.
Sci-Fi or something, wasn't it?
No,
It wasn't-
It was on AMC.
It was still AMC, but
Yeah.
it was a very slow start. But once they kind of got out onto the road and everything, it started getting really good. But then same thing happened. Had the kids.
They went to like
Just watch it,
Mexico
so-
and shit, and it was pretty good. I
Yeah,
liked
they were like
it.
in that hotel that they found a way to have generators and shit. Yeah, I got
Did
into that, and
Did you guys watch Civil War?
I've not watched it yet.
No, not yet.
It's really interesting because a lot of the scenes, like when they like start traveling and stuff, it's like
Mhm.
it's like a zombie movie. Like it's highways full of like fucked up cars and stuff.
Did Denver like it? Because I'm the one that told her about it, and she
Yeah. No, totally. She was like, man, I've heard nothing but good things about this. So maybe
And
that was just from you.
She just wanted to see Nick Offerman as Abraham Lincoln, and then missed the part where it was not a actual Civil War; it was a new fantasy movie.
It was really good. It starts slow, but then you get like the last quarter of the movie is just like really high anxiety, intense, like just nuts stuff. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy.
What was
ahead.
there's another movie that came out. It was like last year, maybe. Where I guess it's kind of like an alien invasion, and the people leave. They go out in the country. They're like in a house, and they watch Friends, and then they're
No clue.
Yeah, you haven't seen that? Fuck, what is it called?
No, but I did-
online now.
To somewhat bring this back into Georgia State a little bit, I
Nah.
did finally start watching Atlanta, Donald Glover's TV show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've made it through not the first season yet. I think I'm on episode 10 or something like that. But man, that is in Atlanta. That is a show set in Atlanta.
When I was running
And-
for lieutenant governor, I did a debate with the Black Chamber of Commerce, and they asked about reparations, and I gave my answer. And the host was like, "You should go watch Atlanta. There's an episode specifically, apparently, that I guess goes into some of it." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I like that show. I haven't finished it. I've watched like the first season, 2 seasons, I think. I don't know how many.
I think
seasons
there's 5 total. Yeah.
yeah, I think
There's-
I've watched the first 2, and then I've just sort of fell off. But
There was one I thought that I saw remember the very first season they had the celebrity basketball game that Paperboy is in with a black guy they're calling Justin Bieber. I'm not sure exactly why the name was Justin Bieber or whatever,
who cares?
but I really thought that may have been Kennesaw State's basketball arena. It
Oh,
says
it could be.
it has Cobb County Cobb on the center like spot in the
Oh.
court, but
Yeah.
we know when we went to that game, I felt like there were seats on a side that they didn't show seats in there, but I couldn't figure it out.
Tim, are
but-
you still there? Did we lose you?
Does it go
He-
away if I click on another tab?
Yeah, you're just black.
Yes.
That's all. It was a black
Yeah,
screen.
it was usually
Yeah,
black
back.
screen. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I just
Now
wasn't
you're
sure if it was
terrible.
still there.
Sorry,
or not.
I thought you were gone, so I was just like talking and not letting you have a chance to speak.
No, I was
and
trying to-
he-
Wait, you can't hear me?
No, we can
I can
hear
hear you. We can't
You're just-
see
Oh,
you.
you just can't see me.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
off.
Leave the
Yeah.
World Behind was the movie.
Leave the world behind. Okay.
Yeah, it came out I think it was last year, or maybe it was like late 2022. It was pretty good. But it's kind of like the end of the world type thing. There's
I like stuff like that.
yeah.
I did try to find my value in the world, the apocalypse, because I know I won't have like fighting.
I
value.
wouldn't have anything unless you get me a smoke pit.
That's my thing. Is like,
I'll make
told
you
Kim-
barbecue.
I told Kim, I was like, I need to learn how to make garlic powder. I need to learn how to make everything from scratch. Like I need to know how to make everything so that I can just cook.
Man, you're gonna become a doomsday prepper. I love
I'll
it.
be a cookie.
You gotta
Yeah.
there's apparently around Atlanta there's some pretty good websites and stuff that you can go to for foraging. So there's like all these different areas
Yeah, I don't know.
around Atlanta.
Not that part. Not that part. I'll do the cooking, smoking part. I
You'll
need
have
someone.
to do the foraging to get the
No, I-
ingredients.
I know that's what their job will be. I need someone to kill the animal. I need someone to gut prep all that kind of
Forage.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
like,
I'll
it's
do.
dangerous to go out there. You don't want me to die. I
I
gotta
need someone to
cook.
find all the vegetables and all the foraging type things, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna need someone to actually like cut down trees and make charcoal for me.
And then we'll have to still tailgate for Georgia State football.
And then we'll just make up games that we're going to. That should have been like one of the things in the zombie movies they did, like the forest ones, like Shaun of the Dead, where they still had zombies still around. They just put them on the field and like have like zombie football, like have like a human head or a brain or whatever they use as a football. Like try to get it. I like this idea.
What was the other zombie movie? Last of Us. That was pretty good too, or series, I guess. Right?
Yeah, season 2's coming out at some point
Ooh.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. So the thing that Last of Us got right that Walking Dead got wrong was Last of Us would like start a story. They would like it was like self-contained episodes. They would do an
Well, the Jim
entire thing.
Offerman episode. Jim? He's not Jim.
Nick.
Who's
Nick
Jim
Offerman. Yeah.
The Nick Offerman episode is magnificent. It's so good.
Oh man, heartfelt. Yeah, it's great.
It's so good.
But like that would have been an entire season in Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And they did it one episode and one fantastic episode.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say about The Last of Us is they walk and get distances way too easily. Like, talking about how far they go from A to B, I'm like, you're walking. No. Like,
I know. They spend like the entire 2 or 3 days like in this one town. It would have taken them like 2 months to get from one town to the next town. Like you saw no story there at all.
I think they did at least say like, oh, there was just a couple of months between this episode and the last episode type of
I know,
thing.
but
and nothing important happened in between.
Right, yeah.
I'm talking about like in episode travel.
There's
just get really far.
Oh.
There's just no zombies in Nebraska.
Nebraska sucks, so that makes sense.
Well, I mean, there are, but most of your experiences in the zombie apocalypse is going to be nothing. It's
I
not
liked
zombies.
I mean, I know it's based on a video game, but I did like how, like in that one city where the zombies underground, how it was like a boss, right? They're like fighting. A boss.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the opening, I don't know if it's opening scene of the very first episode. When his daughter gets bit or killed or whatever happens, shot, and like they're in the car and they're driving and like he's in the back seat, like trying to like aim the gun. Like this is totally a video game scene where you're in a moving car you have no control of and you're trying to aim the gun. I was like, this is fantastic. This is great. I'm not even
when they're leaving the city and they're like hiding as they like run along and they're like hiding from. I'm like, this is a video game. This is totally dig it. Obviously a level.
I dig it. But yeah,
it was a nice homage to the video game itself. You know what I mean? Like they were just like, you know what, we can just do this, and it's and just a nod to the fact that it is a video game.
Zombies is my favorite horror thriller genre. Depending on how you
done at this point. There's not a lot of interesting new things.
It's still my favorite.
Didn't they do like a World War Z sequel too? Did they do that?
That movie was horrible.
Yeah, it was not good.
Did they make a second? I think they did.
Brad Pitt wasn't in it.
I want to say I read World War Z though, and it was a good book.
I started it. I didn't finish it. I read the Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brooks, the same author. That maybe the last book I read was the Zombie Survival Guide. It's good.
We were ready then. I'm glad you didn't finish it though.
No, the Survival Guide. I finished it.
Okay.
I didn't finish World War Z. I have it in this basement somewhere. Big zombie conversation tonight.
I was gonna say it's like the zombie after call.
Yeah.
No, but happens.
Georgia State. There we go. We're good.
We're talking about Atlanta.
We there were a couple of topics that we went over in the regular episode that we probably could have penciled in for this.
Well, maybe if someone was good at editing, it could break
athletics.
No.
Oh, I certainly don't have time with it when we were releasing this on a Friday morning.
Sorry.
It's fine. It happens.
I was like, I looked at my messages at 2 a.m. I'm like, could have just record without me. But thanks for waiting.
No, I was not in the mind space to do it. I really wasn't, so it worked out well.
No,
You're
it's,
like,
and
sweet,
it's all
you can't
good.
do
We'd
it.
rather have all three of us. So
Yeah,
It's always better when it's all three of us.
yeah.
it
For
is.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So anyhow, that seems like a natural ending point. So thanks for
Yeah.
listening. We'll reconvene this madness next week. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Good night.
In the
Bye.
stream. I always get afraid that I'm gonna
Peace.
just leave the studio.